So I'm here with the phenomenal vocalist, Bad Gyal ShiShi. Please tell our viewers what we're doing here today.
Hey guys, we're here rocking out with you, you know what I'm saying? And we just gonna talk a little bit, chop it up, and see what's what, you know what I mean?
So tell me a little bit about your background, or start from when you started making music.
Well, I mean, I've been professionally recording music for about 5 years, 5-6 years, since I've been in Atlanta. I've always, sang, and performed like African dance or ballet, took piano lessons. I just never was kind of pushed to stick it out, you know what I mean? But it was always something that I would start as a child, as a teenager and in high school, like I said. But yeah, so about 5 to 6 years.
That's a long time. So what is one of your fondest memories once you got into the music industry?
One of my fondest memories, I guess it would be, so far, I know I have so many more to make, so many more memories to make, but probably hearing my first song play on the radio was major. Yeah.
And what were you doing at the time? Do you remember?
Yeah, I was actually in the car riding, and I heard it come on the air, and it was just everything,
Right. Oh, so sweet.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. You were a DJ before singing, so tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, definitely. I do DJ. I am a DJ. I DJ for 89.1 FM. It was a station in Atlanta. I pioneered a show called New Music Tuesday, and it was like an artist platform for independents. And what we did was, gave them an opportunity to get actual FM spins, get that extra exposure. We had over the Atlanta metro area, and then we had an app as well that will have over 10,000 listeners on it. So I had a really good fan base. What happened was COVID. Once COVID came, the station closed.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So then what did you do to pivot once the station closed?
Ooh, it was hard because I'm also, I know, right? I'm also a natural hair stylist.
Oh.
So my shop also closed. The shop where I was with my business partner closed. The radio station closed. This was all within 1 week. And then we was actually going on tour. It was a hands up tour. And it was in response to the killings and the shootings. We were connected to the mothers and the parents of the slain victim of police brutality. And we had connected with them. And we were going on a tour called the Hands Up Tour. We were scheduled for South by Southwest. I was supposed to host with Jim Jones and Mr. Cheeks. So, I mean, it was like a 20-city tour, so it was a lot of things that was in the works that when you build up a positive momentum, you're able to enjoy the fruits of your labor, so to speak. But COVID just wiped everything off the table. So it was like starting over from zero.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. But, you're already a force to be reckoned with. So what's going on with you now?
I am a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. So even though at that moment I felt like all my opportunities had kind of been taken away, I have even greater opportunities at the moment. So right now I have a single. It's out on all musical platforms. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. It's called High. And it's actually just about, raising your vibrations and actually learning how to feel the music. Don't just listen to it, allow it to penetrate your spirit, you know what I'm saying? And just vibrate with the song. And it's just a feel good song. It's good vibrations, good vibes, And I'm actually here talking to you, that's great, that's phenomenal. We're just interviewing, promoting the song. The song is actually released, distributed by TuffGong International and Black Hawk Records. So shout out to them, big up. And I'm working on putting together a follow-up EP and some visuals for that as well. So yeah.
Woo woo.
Right.
What I know is you do what's the Caribbean music. So you're not a traditional R&B singer.
No.
And that's creative. That's different. So what made you want to step outside the box?
It's actually quite natural. It's how I feel. It's just organic. It's a vibe, and it's like where I feel most comfortable. Like I can do different genres. Like I do a little neo soul. I do some hip hop, some traditional hip hop as well. But when I'm in that particular zone, I don't know. It's just where I feel most comfortable. And so that's where I like to be.
Right.
Musically, yeah.
Somebody said, "You're not getting ready to put me in no box, okay?"
Right. Yeah, that part. I mean, I'm very creative. I like to have creative control, if possible. So, yeah, if I can avoid it, then yeah, that's definitely the plan. I mean, you always want to be original. So.
Right. That's right. So you've worked with Sean Paul. What was that like?
Actually, I mean, it was amazing to be able to, have a track with him. It is definitely something that I can speak on, and put on my resume. Actually, that particular song was supposed to be part of the tour, part of the Hands Up tour. And we were supposed to shoot the visual for the song, and he was going to be part of the visual while we were out on the road. But once again, it wasn't able to happen, in that way. So yeah, but yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, it is dope. All of your music is dope though. So I didn't get a chance to tell you that, but it is.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And then the other thing that definitely sets you aside from other artists is you are like an empowering queen. Like you use your platform for good and your music inspirational. So why was that so important for you?
Well, I just, I have it in there. We all have it in there, right? So it's like you make a decision on a regular basis to choose to either walk with your higher self, make decisions from that perspective, or your lower self. So I'm not perfect by no means, but I just try to treat people the way I want to be treated, and I'm self-aware, so I'm aware of my energy, and I know that my words are powerful, and I know that if I speak down to people, it's gonna have a negative effect on them. And so why not speak up to people, build people up, with your words, and that's where I'm kind of at with it. That's where I'm comfortable at. Yeah.
That's your lane, or not so much.
Yeah.
Lane, but it's a choice. Being positive.
It's just, it's a choice. It's just my aura. It's just, I have to be the message that I bring. So I'm not a phony. You know what I'm saying? I can't be fake. I don't know how to half do things. So, yeah. I'm gonna be all the way real with
you. Love it. You walk it like you talk it, okay?
Exactly. Yeah.
So tell me about your creative process when you're making music. What's that like?
Actually, like I was saying, I really literally feel the music. I listen to the beat and whatever it tells me. You know what I mean? It's like one thing to hear it again, and it's another thing to feel it and to be connected with it. So I know it when I hear it, but I can't tell you what it is. But when I hear it, I'm gonna know it. It's kind of like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think that being a DJ gives you that extra edge to tap into your creativity? I'm trying to get my words out.
I got you. I do. I really, really do. It gave me a creative edge because it allowed me to first and foremost be able to play my own music, to give myself an opportunity, and then I just, it was such a great opportunity that I felt like I needed to share it with others. And that's how we created the New Music Tuesday platform. so all independent artists, you know, can have a voice and get to shine, because it's just very imperative in that building phase that you have radio, you know, because, so it's, but being a DJ though, yeah, I feel that, again, it gave me an edge because like I said, I got to play my own music, and it allowed me to really study other people's music, and be very selfless in the process, you know, because if it wasn't me that was gonna make it, I just wanted to be part of somebody else making it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
So what is one of your, or feedback that you give that you probably have shared with more than one artist that you see a lot in independent artistry?
Mm-hmm. You said what advice?
Yes, or the feedback.
Or feedback. Mm-hmm. I would just always tell people, like, don't be a hater, like, as far as business wise, like, don't be a hater. Your time gonna come.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's no reason to worry about what somebody else is having or doing instead of keeping your eyes on your own plate. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's for you is for you. You know what I mean? You don't ever have to worry about the next person, what they doing. Just be happy for people, you know? And then also, it's about relationships. You know, it's about being able to build relationships with people, maintain relationships, have a good attitude, try to be positive, and then treat people the way you want to be treated. And then when you come across those people that don't allow you to do that or pull you out of your character, then, you know, that's an indication that those are people that you don't need to deal with. Because there are some good people out here. Mm-hmm. It's just weeding through. You know, how much do you have to go through to find them? You know what I mean?
Right.
Do you burn out before you come across those good people? Or are you able to just stick it out and just take the, you know, take the pain? You know what I'm saying? Because it's hurtful. Yeah.
It's definitely hurtful. That burnout, woo.
Yeah, it's nothing nice. It's nothing nice. Yeah. Nothing. And sometimes it be your own people. Mm-hmm. And that be the crazy part about it. So it's like, yeah. So
what is some motivational self-talk that you tell yourself to not feed into the negativity, or, you know, where that support isn't exactly where you'd like for it to be?
Mm-hmm. It's hard. You know, I have my ups and my downs, you know what I mean? But for the most part, I just always tell myself, like, nobody's coming to save me. Like, I have to save myself. You know what I mean? If I want to be saved, nobody's coming to save me, and I can't sit here and wait for somebody to come and save me. So I have to take whatever steps that I can, you know, to just ensure the things that I can control, to make sure that I, you know, do it to the fullest, because, you know, you never know, your life may depend on it.
That's right. Mm-hmm. So here's something, an interesting question to say the least. Okay. If you won $1 million today, what would you do?
If I won $1 million today, that's a good question. I would definitely invest in some multi-family units. And I would, that's a good question. You got me there. I would give me a financial advisor. That's first off, so I can make some good decisions. But definitely invest. Yeah, real estate. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
cash on businesses.
Like you said a word right there with that financial advisor. Okay.
Right.
So, how did when the president made Juneteenth a national holiday, how did that make you feel as a Black creative?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it didn't make me feel no way. Like,
I was like, listen, it's just a day.
Huh?
So I said, it's just a day. I've been celebrating.
Right. So it's like, it was something that we already had. So right. It's like, what did you, it's like you re-gifted me. Like, like you gave me this sweater 2 years ago. Like, now you're going to put the same sweater and give it to me again. Like, it felt like a re-gift. And it just felt like, It was almost disrespectful.
Because with
all the things that are going on with us as a people, the deaths on a regular basis, all the issues that we have in the community with homelessness and mental issues, depression, drug abuse, broken homes, right. Incarceration, mass incarceration. To give us a day that we already had in the midst of all that was just like, it's not adding up.
Right.
It just didn't add up. So am I mad at them? No, because as long as we continue to be dependent and look for solutions via them, we're gonna always have a lack thereof. But the moment that we begin to understand that we have the power to create change amongst ourselves without the government being involved, you know what I mean? Or, if they want to cooperate, but as a collaborative, you understand what I'm saying? We will begin to see a change. Right. If you been waiting on a person to change and you just waiting and they never change, I mean, how long are you going to keep waiting on somebody to change when you just gonna go on, you just gonna move on and, you know what I'm saying, continue the process? So it's like, where do we pick up and continue the process? Because we waiting on something that is not in their best interest to have that. Like, it's common sense.
Right.
If you was them, would you do it?
They wouldn't.
We as a people, we're so kind-hearted. You know what? We probably would. You understand what I'm saying? Because we don't have malicious intent like that. You understand what I'm saying? On a mass level. We rather hurt each other.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? But it's never gonna happen. And it hurts my heart to know that we do have people that have a lot of money, but because it does take finance to uplift the nation, you know what I mean? So there's no doubt about that. It does take money, but we have people that have the money, but just don't have the know-how, or I'm gonna even go one further, is not interested in having the know-how. You know what I mean? Because it's not being discussed.
Right.
So, and I'm not gonna say it's not. I'm just gonna say it's not privy to me, So.
It's not privy to me either. It seems like magic trick. I'm gonna show you this trick and put my hand somewhere else.
Yeah. And it was just like, we've been having Juneteenth. We've been had that. I don't understand when people is dying every day and you passing bills to protect other groups, but you can't pass nothing to protect us and you give us Juneteenth, something we already had.
Right. Well, it's a pacifier. It's a bandage.
It's not. To me, it wasn't even that, because what did you give us? A day off? A day off from slavery? An extra day off?
Right.
And then what they say, you get holiday pay, but you only can get holiday pay if you work the day before and the day after. Okay. So right. You ain't going nowhere to celebrate if you want that holiday pay. You gonna work the day before and the day after.
And if you're smart, you're always that day.
Yeah. Exactly. So
yeah, so I mean, it is what it is. So yeah. In what ways are you honoring your ancestors?
Wow, that's a good question. Well, I do feel that I'm deeply in tune with the struggle. I'm not disconnected. I'm fully aware of my surroundings, and I do feel like I have something to do. Music is very powerful, and you could transcend so many messages through so many people at the same time. I don't think it's anything else like it that has that power. Right. For you to transcend that energy. You push the crowd, and the crowd pushes back. Right. So I just I love music, and I just feel like through it, all things are possible. You know, through music, all things are possible. Healing is possible. You could convey so many messages via music, so many feelings. Just the beat itself will give you a certain vibe. So
that's right.
Yeah.
So, and this is my last question, and it's just about your music and where people can download and copy your new stuff, like get them streams up.
Right. Run it up. The new single, like I said, is called High. My music is available on like Apple Music, Amazon Music, Spotify, all the normal, stores. Again, big up TuffGong International. It's available even overseas. We went #1 actually. Shout out to big up South Africa. We went #1 on iTunes, number 70 on the world chart. So I'm really, really happy about this particular song. And yeah, like I said, stream it. The video is also available on YouTube and Vivo. So just check it out. You know what I'm saying? Shoot me a comment. Y'all can follow me at I am Bad Gyal ShiShi on the gram, or ShiShi Grinds with a Z, ShiShi Vibes with a Z, and ShiShi Loves with a Z. And that's all on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on all social media platforms as Bad Gyal ShiShi.
Congratulations, Queen. I just wanted to throw
Thank you.
There.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Over there honoring your ancestors by just being bomb and pursuing your passions, because this was not afforded to us if we would have been born back then. So
yeah. Yep. Thank you so much. Same to you, sister. I love what you're doing. You're beautiful, and thank you for having me. And I guess we'll talk again soon.
Definitely. Good night.
Okay.